Hello everyone. I am Mrs. Shobha Nikam from Department of ENTC Engineering of AISSMS Institute of Information Technology, Pune. In this video, I'll describe structural modeling style in VHDL. Structural modeling is a terminology used by VHDL, that is very high speed integrated circuits hardware description language, for the modular design. While designing complex projects, to handle complexity of the project, it is split into two or more simple designs. Small modules are declared as the components for large module. VHDL code consists of library, packages, entity, and architecture. VHDL is an IEEE standard, so it supports library IEEE. Package is a collection of functions, procedures, shared variables, constants, files, data types, data objects, subtypes, attributes, and components. Package file is often used in conjunction with a VHDL library. Some packages which are commonly used in VHDL code are Standard Logic 1164, arith, and unsigned. Entity describes number of inputs and outputs to a system. Architecture describes exact behavior of the circuitry. As stated earlier, first library IEEE, then inclusion of packages. Use clause is used to include packages. So use IEEE dot standard underscore logic underscore 1164 dot all. First package, then arith.all, then unsigned.all. All is used to include all elements related to that package. After inclusion of library and packages, next is entity. So entity, this circuitry is full adder. I have taken example of full adder using half adders. Entity full adder is port. Here, while writing entity, what we consider is we consider our system as a black box. We don't consider any intermediate inputs or outputs or components. What we can consider is only external inputs and external outputs. So here for full adder, external inputs are A, B, and carry in, C in. And the direction is in, and data type used is standard logic. Outputs are 2, sum, and carry. So here S and C are used, out, and data type is standard logic. Bracket complete, semicolon, and end entity name. Here entity name is given as FA, so end FA. Syntax for architecture is architecture name of entity name is. We can write multiple architectures for single entity. Then architecture declarative part. In architecture declarative part, we can declare things which are not declared in entity. So here we are writing code using structural modeling. So we must declare components used into the circuitry. So here we can say three components are used, two half adders are used, and one OR gate is used. Then to connect these components with each others, wires are used, S1, C1, C2. These wires are used. So we can declare these components and these wires in architecture declarative part. Then begin, architecture begins, architecture statement part. In architecture statement part, the component instantiation is done. End architecture name. Here, architecture for full adder circuitry is written using half adder as a component. The modeling style used is structural modeling style. So syntax for architecture is architecture, architecture name. So here architecture name is given as structural. We can give any name of our choice. But for sake of our understanding, we generally prefer modeling styles name as a architecture name. So architecture structural of FA, which is name of entity, is then architecture declarative part. Before between architecture and before begin statement, the part is called as architecture declarative part. So here in structural modeling, we are dividing our entire system into smaller modules. This is called as modular design. So system is divided into three components. First is component half adder, second component half adder, and then OR gate. And for interconnection, wires are used. So first, wires are always declared using signal. The data object used for declaration of wires is signal. So signal, wires are S1, C1 and C2, and their data type is standard logic. Then half adder component is used two times, but in declaration part, when we use same component n number of times, we declare it only once. And in component instantiation part, after begin statement, we can use it multiple times. So here half adder, two half adder circuits are used, but they are same, so we will declare them only once. So component name is half adder, the name given to component is HA. Ports, again like entity, we need to declare ports of half adder. Here port for half adder are AB, input port, so in standard logic. S and C are out standard logic, bracket complete, semicolon, end component. Unlike entity, in entity we end entity with entity name. Here we what we are writing is end component. Then second component is OR. So here see, OR is a keyword, so we cannot give name as OR. So instead of OR, what I am writing is OR1 component, OR1 port. There are two inputs. So here when we declare component, in declaration part we generally use imaginary inputs and outputs. So X and Y are input in standard logic and Z is output. So don't consider with C1, C2 and C. These are actual inputs and outputs. And when I'm declaring component, the imaginary inputs and outputs are X, Y and Z. End component. Then architecture begins. Begin A1, A1, A2 and A3 are labels. A1, my first component is half adder. Name given to that component is HA. So HA port map. Now I'm mapping my actual inputs and outputs with imaginary components input and output. Port map for half adder in declaration part. See the sequence is input, input, output, output, and in output first sum is taken and then carry is taken. And in this diagram inputs are actual inputs are A, B, sum to represent sum S1 is used and to represent carry C1 is used. So here A, B, S1, C1. For second component is again half adder. So A2 that is label colon half adder port map. Here I'll write actual inputs and outputs. So actual inputs to second half adder are first input is S1, second input is Cn, and then outputs. In declaration part, while declaring outputs, sum is declared first and carry is declared later on. So here also will follow same sequence. So here S is sum and then for carry C2 is used. So comma C2 bracket complete semicolon. Then third component is OR gate. For declaration of OR gate, the sequence is X, Y and Z, that is input, input and output. So here also will follow same sequence. Inputs are C1, C2 and output is C bracket complete semicolon end structural. And in this way, we can write a code using structural modeling. But here, after end structural, again, we need to write two separate codes, one for half adder and one for OR gate, because we are saying these are the components. But actual behavior of these components is not explained in this code. So we'll have to write separate code for half adder and OR gate. And for writing separate code, you'll have to start with library, then entity, and then architecture. Here, for writing subcodes, like subcodes of components, you can use any modeling style. Actually, the structural modeling style is the simplest modeling style in VHDL. But generally, students are afraid of it because the length of the code. I hope after watching this video, you'll enjoy coding in structural modeling style. Thank you for watching.